Hi guys, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is such a beautiful morning in New York today. It is probably going to reach 70 degrees, which in February is pretty cray-cray. Alright, let me just share this to my business pages. 1 second. Thanks for joining me this morning, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, hold on, almost done. Oh wait, I think I shared it. It's on the same page, hold on. Okay. I'm in a great mood today, guys. It's really the little things, and I've talked on my lives before about bliss versus happiness, what the difference is. And today I had well, basically, happiness can be subjective and conditional, at least what I believe, and bliss is a state of pure burst of, I guess, happiness. I guess that's the word. But it is not dependent really on outside what's the word? Outside circumstances, right? So, sorry, my hair is like kind of messed up here. So I'm in a great mood, basically. That's like really the gist of what I'm trying to say. So hold on while I get a sip of coffee. All right, for those that are just joining me, let me introduce myself. My name is Justine Lazzie. I am a intuitive coach and spiritual mentor. I help people heal themselves, get spiritually connected, and empower their intuition to live a more aligned life. So that's pretty much what I do. And excuse me. I'm also a big empathic. I'm empathic myself. I'm a big empath supporter. I talk a lot about empaths and everything under that umbrella. So, and if you don't know what that is, it's somebody who feels energy very deeply. So if you fall under that category, let's chat. Okay, so, or if you think you fall under that category, right? So today I wanted to talk about healing and whether it's a choice or not, because I get this question a lot. I've been thinking about it a lot. And for me, and I'm glad I brought up empaths for this live because I'm going to reference it. For me, as an empath, when I feel something very, very negative, it could take me down for a long time. I know something like what happened last week in Florida took me down for a few days. And when I say take me down, it literally interrupts my entire life. I can't get out of bed. It's all I can think about. My thoughts become obsessive. My heart hurts. I hurt. I feel drained. That type of thing. So it could really, really take you down. And when you're hurt and when something takes you down, do you have that choice to heal, or is it something that just happens automatically, or you either heal or you don't, it's sporadic? That's the question I get a lot of the times. So I did mention the other day about healing and continuously being on a healing journey, right? Because I actually truly believe that we're not always going to be fully healed. There's always going to be something. But there is a difference between victimhood and survivorhood, right? If that's even a word. So there's a difference between victim and survivor. And that comes with the healing, right? So to answer your question, is healing actually a choice? The truth is, yes, it's a choice, just like everything else, right? And I think this goes back to, I feel like I'm a broken record, but if people are just joining me, this is probably the first time they've heard it, is that a lot of things in our lives are choices. We can make a choice who to be with in a relationship. we can make the choice to heal from that relationship. We can make the choice to work where we want to work. We actually have more options. We are the creator. We get to design our life, not the other way around, which is what I've always thought, right? Because I've seen it, it's conditioning, right? And that's really what it is that we are conditioned to think that, life is unpredictable, which is true. It is. But there's another aspect of it where we can actually create the life that we want. And I just always thought it was the other way, right? There was no, I didn't believe in the law of attraction. I didn't believe in making choices. I didn't believe I was the creator. I thought I was just a spectacle in this world and I'm supposed to do whatever they tell me to do. Absolutely not. I have more control than, and you guys have more control than we actually think, right? So, yes, the answer is healing is a choice. But with that being said, I made notes. That's what I'm looking at. Sorry, guys. With that being said, the amount of time it takes for the healing is not calculated. It's different for everyone. So what this means is that, yes, making the choice to start healing is something that we have control over. But we do not have control over is the amount of time it takes, right? And I say this because I believe feelings and emotions are the strongest, best compass, right? Going all the way back to intuition again. I always bring it up because it's always connected to something. So it's connected to this teaching today. Feelings and emotions are the most powerful thing on the planet. And it's the most powerful tools that we have. Passion, desire, loss, pain, all of these intense emotions are what gets us to actually take action, right? Because when we're in our comfort zone and we're content and we pretend things aren't happening or we pretend not to have feelings, that's how we live a mundane life, right? These intense emotions are actually very, very good for us because they motivate us to take the next step. So when you're in a lot of pain, that's actually the universe telling you that if you feel all this pain, it's time to climb your way out of it, or seriously change something in your life because it's not working anymore. In my case, I was in a relationship that was so painful to break up that I said to myself, I'm never, ever going to be attracted to this type of person ever again. And I did the work. And it took a really long time. It took longer than I thought. I'm still working on some things. Sometimes I get triggered, sometimes I don't, but there are times when I do, and I'm still healing from it. And it's not conducive to beat yourself up because you're not on the timeline you think you should be. And let me tell you something here. Time is actually really an illusion, right? So it doesn't really matter. So at the end of the day, as long as you are in the mindset, in the place of actively healing and not in the place of victim, then you are on the right path. Does that make sense? Can I get hearts or likes if that makes sense? It's not a race. It's not a timeline. And then there are people out there, and everybody knows I hate the words get over it. You don't have a right to tell people to get over it because they're not on the timeline that you are. Does that make sense? Give me some hearts and likes if it does. You don't get to tell people how long they take to heal from their traumatic experience or from their emotions. You just don't get to do that. And that's really all ego, right? So you need to put the ego aside and hold space for this person while the healing is happening. Because at the end of the day, sorry, I made some notes, so I'm just reading off of it. So at the end of the day, feelings and emotions don't work that way, right? You can't snap your finger and then automatically be healed the next day. You could want it. You could visualize it. That's part of the healing process, right? And that's exactly what I did as well. So it's going to happen gradually or in a profound moment of clarity. But the best and most important thing to remember is that beating yourself up because you're not where you need to be does absolutely nothing for no one, for anybody. Sorry, that was totally bad English, but absolutely nothing, right? And we need to respect and we need to honor where we are. We need to respect and honor that we're on the healing journey. Like, think about it. about how many people don't choose healing, right? And that's what we need. That's what the world really needs, because healing is obviously on the positive side, right? I always talk about positive and negative. So healing is on the positive, victim is on the negative. Not to say that there are not victims out there, and we need to respect the victims as well. We need to hear them, hold space, love them, and allow the space for the healing, because that's the only way people are going to come to the conclusion that it's the choice, right? That they have to heal from whatever it is they need to heal from. So, but as long as we are in that mode, as long as we're in that mindset, sorry, I can't talk today, guys. Sorry. So as long as we're in that mode, as long as we're in that mindset, as long as, we are dedicated to the healing process, that's when things are going to get better, and you're going to see. And it's going to be painful, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be long. At least for me, I know it's going to be. It's usually going to be long. I don't forgive people very easily. I don't. It's just not something that I do. I need to process what happened. I need to feel it. I need to get in a good space to be able to allow that person back into my life. I'm also empathic, so it hurts very, very, very deeply. So I feel like it takes me a little bit longer than the average person. That's my opinion. And if you're an empath, you could probably relate to that. But yes, guys, at the end of the day, healing is a choice. Healing is therapeutic. Healing is healing. It's there's no other way to describe it. And maybe I'll do a live one day on different healing modalities that have worked for me. I'm also a certified crystal healer. They have helped so much. But everything is different for everybody else, right? But it's important to kind of know what options you have at the end of the day. So coaching is another healing modality, right? Definitely lots of coaching has helped me as well. So hopefully this helped, right? I know I wasn't on my Facebook Live yesterday. I had a really busy day and energetically wasn't feeling it, but today I feel great. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I will be on tomorrow, and I hope you guys will too. So hopefully this helped. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks. Bye.